You can open an office space today, or you can start a business this week and make sales this week. They are just starting. Does not mean you have to wait for a while or wait for a long time before you make your first sales or before you make your first set of sales. Now, some people will believe when you just start an office, sometimes you have to sleep for like a month or two before people start coming in. That's because you started wrongly. Now, I love the fact that everybody is going into entrepreneurship. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody just don't want to be this jobless fellow and whatnot. But what is paining me is that most people are doing it wrongly. They are not doing it rightly. What you are doing is a good thing. It's so bad that people are doing the right thing, but in the wrong way. Now, in this series, I'm going to be talking about how to properly launch a business in 2026. Now, you can launch a business anyhow in 2020. You can launch a business anyhow in 2021 or 2000. In 2026, a lot has changed. A lot has changed, and you have to be more strategic and more deliberate if you are really going to thrive and excel in today's business world. If you are new to this channel, I am Debbie Cax. Kindly subscribe, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you. You know, we give the tea here. Now, before we go into the how I want my office space to look, where I want to start my business, how I want to start my business, there are actually certain things that need to be put in place. There are certain questions you need to ask yourself before you start a business or before you launch a business or anything you want to do. And the first question that you're going to ask is, what business should I do? Now, it's funny that you just don't start any business because you saw that, oh, my friend sells glasses and I think she's making sales. Let me also start selling glasses. That's not a good way to do something. Now, aside from the fact that you need to have passion for your business, because passion is what sustains you even when things are not funny. So if you watch my video on stages of business or career success, you understand what I'm saying. That if you are doing business or if you are doing a work or anything, it will get to a particular stage that you need, what will be carrying you is your passion, your goal, and your dream. It's not always so rosy as people portray it online or as people talk about it. Most of the time when you see big business people, you are seeing the success. Because it's easy, when we are successful, it's easy for us to forget the failure. So we don't really see the kind of things that they've gone through before they actually eat their big break. Do you understand? So if you watch that video, I think you should go and watch it, Stages of Career Success. You understand that starting off a business is not an easy thing. At first, it may look good, but it will get to some point that you start questioning a lot of things. That's that for that. You should ask yourself, what business should I do? And the best way you can be able to answer that question rightly without you deceiving yourself is to ask yourself again these questions. What do people need? What is it that everyone is willing to get? You see, and that's why, when we were younger, they used to say the three basic needs of human is food, clothing, and shelter. That's why I'm not surprised when people say, I want to start selling clothes. Clothes is a need. Our clothing is a need. And which, if you actually do it rightly, you should have tons of sales. Food too is a need. If you start a food business, you are supposed to have tons of sales. We see all these big eateries and everything, how people go in and out eating because everybody must eat. Everybody must wear a dress. Exactly. And shelter too. You see people doing real estate, clicking deals and whatnot. Everybody must have somewhere to stay. What do people desperately need? Now, what do people around me desperately need? What is it that if I do, one way or the other, or one time or the other, you are going to be in need of it? Then secondly, can I start with very little? What is it that I can start with very little? Let me share you a story of how a friend of mine went to learn a particular work for I think 6 to 8 months. Just for her to finish learning and discover that she does not have the startup capital. She does not have the capital to start that kind of job or that kind of skill or that kind of business. When she told me she was going to learn something, I was like, oh, that's good, that's amazing, go and learn it. After like a year that we met again, I was like, how far? That thing that you told me you went to learn. She was like, after she finished learning it, and she went to go and ask about how to start. That they said that the minimum startup capital is around 10 million to 15 million. So I was like, so what's the problem with that? She was like, she does not have such money. I was like, are you not supposed to know how much it takes to start this thing before you go and learn? Can I start with very little money, or can I start with what I have or what I can be able to raise? And thirdly, can I grow it over time? Is it something that I can keep doing? Is it something that is sustainable? Is it something that is futuristic? So I think those are the basic questions that we need to ask ourselves when we are trying to set up a business, or when we are thinking about business, or when we are trying to launch a business? Is this something that can grow into something big? Is this something that people actually need? And what I have within me, or what I have with me, can it start it? Now, let me give you one shocking fact. When I started my business, within a month, the first month, I sold 62 units of my product. 62 units of my product. Now, that is not a random coincidence, or that's not coincidence. Let me say, that is strategy, plan, vision, and things I put in place before I actually started the business. That's actually, God helped me to, and that's actually, it's God as strategy. That's actually what helped me to make such sales. 62 units in the first month. The other month definitely exceeded that, because since then I've not sold less than 62 units in a month. And even now, my business is close to a year. 62 units sometimes is what I said in a day. What I used to do, what I use for 1 month stuff, sometimes I push it in a day, more than safe in a day. So stay with me and trust the process. So in our next video, I'm going to be starting on what I did that you can do that will bring you sales. Like, if you are starting a business today, how you can actually bring people in. People that will patronize you are not your customers, they are not your family members, or they are not your friends. I mean, strangers will walk into your space or will enter your DM and patronize you. So watch out for my next video next week Wednesday, and another one on Thursday. Please, if you like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like and comment. I really want to see your comments, and when you subscribe, you are encouraging me. Thank you. Best of luck in your business.